So today I'm going to be reviewing Paranormalcy by Kiersten. Now I first picked this book up in an All Books for Less store and I was kind of a bit hesitant about it. You know, it's from a bargain bookstore and I was kind of wondering if it would be that good. But can I just say I really enjoyed this book. So let's get into the review. So this book follows Evie, a 16-year-old girl who works at a paranormal institute. Now at this institute, the people there work towards to grab paranormals, because paranormals exist in this world, and they basically keep the paranormals under control and make sure, you know, they don't go killing people and everything like that. Now Evie can see through paranormal's glamour and she can tell whether someone is paranormal or not. So she works at the institute, you know, telling people who's paranormal or not and helping catch paranormals to make sure they're under control. Now despite all of this, Evie's quite seen herself as normal, even though her best friend Lish is a mermaid and she kind of lives in this institute with all these paranormals. But she still thinks of herself as a normal human being. But that all starts to change when this boy Lend kind of comes around and he kind of hints that something might be happening, and then soon after that the paranormals start dying, and it's hinted that Evie might have something to do with this, about this prophecy, and it seems like Evie has something to do with this prophecy and why the paranormals are all dying. So the book kind of comes to struggle of what Evie actually is, if she's human or not, if she's a paranormal, what is she, and also why the paranormals are dying, and just Evie's and Len's adventure. Now this book was really enjoyable, it was really fun, it was really quick, and it was really fast, and it was just a really fun, sassy, enjoyable book. I first started reading this book about 3 o'clock in the morning and I thought I'll just read a chapter and then go back to bed, but I found myself really engrossed in the book. I found myself, like, after the first chapter really enjoying it, and I kind of read a little bit more than a few chapters, which I didn't mean to do, but I just really enjoyed it, I just couldn't help it. This is definitely a book where I just wanted to get through it to see what happened, and that doesn't really happen for me that often. Like, I'll try and read every night, but this book I really wanted to read every night. I really wanted to read it more than a night, you know. I wanted to find out what would happen quicker and sooner. It was a really good book. Evie as a character is a really funny character to read about. She's really funny and smart and definitely witty and sassy too. She has this pink taser that she calls Tazy, and she kind of tases the paranormals that she captures with it, and it's just really funny. And it's also because the taser is like hot pink, and she's this really kick-ass kind of girl, but she's sassy and she's just like a normal human being in a way too, or at least she wants to be normal. And then her romantical interest in this book is really great too. He's really funny and smart and caring, and he's just really cute, and the two work together so well as a couple. This book is not a boring book at all. It really kept me on the edge of the seat the whole time I was reading it, whether it was an action scene or something was about to happen or something was happening between Lend and Evie, or Evie and Lish, her best friend, the mermaid as mentioned earlier, or just something in the institute. Something like that. The book always had something going for it for the whole way through, and the plot and the storyline in this book are done so well. The world is really interesting in this world too, with all the paranormals that exist. There are mermaids, there are fairies, there are werewolves, there are vampires, and I could go on and on. There are a lot of paranormals in this book, and they're done really well. You know, they're sassy, they're smart, they're kick-ass, and some of them are really evil and scary, especially the fairies. This book takes you on a wonderful journey trying to find out, you know, what Evie is, whether she's normal or not, and trying to figure out, you know, who's killing these paranormals and why. And once you find it out, it's really interesting, and it's just done really well. I don't know, I just really enjoyed this book. I really enjoyed myself reading this book. It was just a really fun read, something that was light paced, and it was quick, and I didn't really have to think much while I was reading. I never got confused at some points trying to figure out, well, who was that and everything, because it was just so well explained throughout the book. And as I said, there's never a dull moment. It's just a really fun book, and I really enjoyed myself reading it. So if you saw my December TBR, you saw that I have the next book in the series and that I plan to read that in this month too. And so straight after I film this video, I know what I'm going to get started on, that book. Let me just say, I really enjoyed this book, and I really hope the series is just as great as this first book. So all in all, I think I'm going to rate this book 4.5 out of 5 stars. It was a really fun, action-packed, great read, and I really enjoyed it, and I would definitely recommend it. So let me know in the comments below if you've read this book and what you thought of it, or if you plan to pick it up anytime soon. And don't forget to like this video if you liked it, and subscribe if you'd like to see more book reviews from me. And I'll see you next time. Bye!